All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We have hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel. Thank you, everybody, for giving us that milestone and showing us love and support. We're going to give away $1,000 in cash, but we are going to do that on Super Bowl Sunday. So the drawing or the wheel spin will be done on Super Bowl Sunday. We'll have a live show at halftime. And in order to win, you must be present in the live to win that $1,000 in cash. To enter this contest for the $1,000, you have to subscribe to the channel. You have to like every video that you see. I can't hold you to that. We're going to go on the honor system. I trust you guys. The second thing is you have to comment llama in the comment section. You have to comment llama in the comment section. That could be on any of our videos up until the Super Bowl. All you have to do, again, comment llama on any of the videos. I would really appreciate it if you guys would only do it one time so we don't have to go through all the repeats. But we also have another subscriber goal, 12,000 subs. We are going to give away a couple tickets to your choice of NBA, NFL, NCAA football games. Doesn't have to be in season. We can wait and send you guys later on the season. Again, thank you guys so very much for getting us to 10,000 subscribers. We are very happy with what we have built, but we know this year is going to be even better than last year. We hope to see you guys along for the journey because we know this is only the beginning. Trey, enough said. Let's get into this video. All right, guys, let's get into some NCAA basketball picks and props for Sunday, January 14th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I am 1-0 yesterday because I gave out Western Carolina minus 2.5 against Mercer. Western Carolina, they dominated this game in the second half. They were up double digits basically the entire second half. They ended up winning the game by 12 points. It was a no-sweat bet. We deserved this no-sweat bet. It's been a long week, but you know what? I think it's going to be time to turn this thing around. Let's go.
Yeah, I took an 0-1 day. It looked really good in the first half. We had them in the first half. Oklahoma 37, KU 38.5. And then Allen Fieldhouse did what they did. KU came out energetic in the second half, and they won the game by 12. So we lose on the plus 6.5 with Oklahoma. We're going to bounce back today. Trey, let's take a look at the plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go over to the American Conference here and talk about this Tulane going up against Tulsa game. And this is going to be a fun game to watch. Both teams, they've had some great seasons so far because Tulane, they come in this game with a 10-5 record. They're also 6-7-1 ATS. And the Green Wave, they are 1-1 on the road this season. But Tulane, they did almost beat FAU in their last game, losing that game by 1 point. So that does need to be noted. And Tulsa, they enter this game with a 9-6 record, and there are 6-5-3 ATS this season. But the Hurricanes, they are an impressive 9-1 at home this season. And they did cash for us earlier this season whenever I bet on them against Jackson State. But I'm going to be fading Tulsa in this game. Give me Tulane here. I'm going to take the Green Wave minus 1.5 in this game. I expect them to command this game early and walk away with a conference road win because last season in Tulsa, they won that game by 2 points in overtime. But in the previous 4 games, Tulane, they dominated those matchups, winning those games by an average score of 81-65. So winning those games by an average of 16 points per game. And I expect Tulane to come this game and want to get revenge for how the game went last season in Tulsa. And I expect them to get back to those winning ways here. And that's because Tulane's entire starting lineup is averaging 13-plus points per game. They can come at you in waves early and often. I expect that to be the deciding factor to getting us this win and cover. And whenever we factor in that Tulane, they take a ton of free throws per game. How many? Well, they lead college basketball in free throws made per game with an average of 20.6 per game. And they take 28.1, which is the second most in college basketball. I expect them to do what they've been doing all season long, live in the paint and live on the free throw line like they always do. Give me the road team here to get a conference road win. I'm taking Tulane minus 1.5 against Tulsa.
Yeah, sure. I like the play there. We're going to stay in the same conference for my play today. I'm going to look at Memphis traveling to take on your Wichita State in the American Conference. Both teams, they've been impossible to bet on this season because Wichita State, they've lost 4 consecutive games and they haven't covered the spread in 5 consecutive games. But Memphis is no better at not covering the spread in 5 consecutive games himself, but they've been winning games. Memphis, they failed to cover in their last road test against Tulsa, winning by 3 points, but not covering the 9.5 spread. They're strictly a home team. They put up a ton of points on their home floor. They put up a ton of points on the road, but they can't cover the spread. They do struggle whenever they leave home for the most part in away games, but in this game, I'm going to take the over between the two teams because Memphis has the ability to put up 100 points on any given night, and Wichita State's going to take advantage of this really bad Memphis defense. Memphis in their last game, they gave up 101 points to UTSA while they poured in 107. And Wichita State is in desperate need of playing a poor defense because they have lost 4 consecutive games and they haven't been out of the 60s in all 4 of those games. We have scores all over the floor for both teams. And the last 2 times these teams met up, one time in Wichita State, one time at Memphis, the over did cash in both of those games. Also, Memphis has scored 80-plus in 4 consecutive games against Wichita State, and Wichita State scored 78-plus points in back-to-back meetings against Memphis defense. Give me the over. Stay away from the side in this American Conference matchup. Over as the play for me tomorrow. Trey, What is it at? 153, right?
Yep.
Over 153 is a play. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm 0-0, but just give me a couple more minutes, and then it'll be 0-1. That's because I give out Johnny Brome to go over 26.5 PRAs against LSU. He started off slow. Second half's been more kind to us. At the moment, he's just sitting at 20 PRAs with only a couple minutes left. So something crazy could happen. Maybe the betting gods looking down on me and saying, let's give this guy some cash, but probably not. Probably going to be an 0-1 night.
Yeah, and I'm looking right now. Houston and TCU are in a 41-44 game. I have LJ Cryer to go over 15.5 points. I'm going to take a look right at now. He is 1 of 10 from the field, 3 points. So not looking great for myself. But like Trey said, anything can happen. I'm not going to put a loss on the board just yet, but looking like a 0-2 day. Trey, let's go to the player props for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, this guy cashed for me a couple days ago, so I'm going to be going back to the well. Give me Jahmir Young to go over 19.5 points against Illinois. I really love this over for Young in this game. I took his over 2 games ago against Minnesota, and he scored 20 points in that game and cashed for us. I expect nothing different here in this game. That's because this dude is simply a pure scorer. Because Jahmir, he comes in this game averaging 19.3 points per game. That's the 37th highest in college basketball. But the reason why I love this play is because it is a road game. All of Jahmir's splits go up pretty significantly whenever he plays on the road because he's averaging 19.7 points per game on the road, which is higher than what he is averaging at home this season. And I expect Jahmir to come this game and quiet this Illinois crowd early because last season that is exactly what he did. He dominated Illinois. He scored 24 points in that game. And I expect something similar here because Young, he is just a high volume shooter. Then he gets to the free throw line a ton too. And whenever you shoot 88% from the free throw line, the points add up very quickly. So give me Jahmir Young. I'm going to be taking him to go over 19.5 points versus Illinois.
Yeah, Trey, I like the play there. For my play today, I'm going to be going back to a guy I've given out a couple times. I'm going to take Keion Brooks Jr. to go over his total points going up against UCLA. Brooks has been a fantastic senior this season for Washington. He's scoring 20.6 points per game, which has him 14th best in the nation. And he has been a one-man wrecking crew over the last 5 games, scoring 20-plus points in 4 of his last 5 appearances. And surprisingly enough, he has actually been better on the road as well than at home this season. He's scoring 21.5 points per game on the road, shooting nearly 50% from the field and 50% from deep. In his last game away from home, he poured in 25 points against Utah, and going up against UCLA in this one, who has struggled all season long, I expect him to score another 20-plus points. I'm not too worried about the UCLA defense either because this guy can score on any team in the nation. Even though UCLA is only giving up 64 points per game, he should be just fine dominating down low in this one. Give me Keion Brooks Jr. to go over his total points against UCLA as the play. Trey, graphic and out.
Yeah, guys, I'm going with Tulane here, -1.5 against Tulsa. I feel like they're the better team. I'm not scared that Tulsa has a pretty good home record because if you look at their schedule, it's pretty doo-doo on a stick. So I love Tulane here in this game. And I'm also going with Jahmir Young to go over 19.5 points against Illinois. He easily hit over this in his last season's matchup against Illinois, and he's been averaging right at this number all season long. So I love this play for Young as well.
Yep, but I'm going with Keion Brooks Jr. to go over his points against UCLA. He scored 20-plus in 4 of his last 5 games. He's an absolute monster. And they give me the American matchup. Wichita State going up against Memphis. I love the over 153 in that game. They've hit the over in back-to-back games. Both teams love to score on each other, so I love the over for that play. Trey, that's going to do it for the NCAA basketball plays and props for Sunday, January 14th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,